Today, we're sharing a heartwarming story about how discovering your own strengths and practicing with dedication can lead you to success. It's a tale that reminds us that everyone has unique talents, and with the right mindset, we can excel at anything we truly put our hearts into. Along the way, we'll also learn a few new words and how to use them in sentences, helping us improve our English in a fun and simple way. So, stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful town, there lived a family in a quiet corner of the city. Among them was a bright 12-year-old boy named David, a sixth grader full of energy and curiosity. David loved the outdoors, but nothing thrilled him more than playing soccer. Almost every day after school, he'd rush to the nearby public field, practicing endlessly, kicking, running, and sharpening his skills. One afternoon, David came home looking thoughtful and a little down. He dropped his school bag on the couch, opened a book, stared at it for a moment, then leaned back with a sigh. His father, noticing this unusual silence, came in from the backyard and sat beside him. "What's bothering you, son?" he asked gently. David hesitated, then said quietly, "I got a bad grade in math today, but that's not what really upsets me. My friend Matt, he always gets top scores no matter how hard I try. I just can't be as good as him." His father listened patiently, then went to fetch a glass of water. After David had calmed down, his father motioned for him to follow into their small backyard garden. The evening air was cool, the trees cast gentle shadows, and the place felt calm and safe. "David," his father began, "I want you to understand 3 lessons from what happened today. Lessons that will guide you all your life." David, who deeply respected his father, looked up curiously. "Can you tell me what they are, Dad?" His father smiled. "You'll learn them one by one, through a few small challenges." After a pause, he continued, "For the first lesson, I want you to invite Matt to play soccer with you tomorrow." David nodded, intrigued and eager to see what this was all about. The next morning, sunlight poured through the school windows, and David felt a bit more cheerful. After class, he invited Matt to join him for a soccer match at the nearby field. As expected, David played brilliantly. His speed, control, and confidence led him to score 3 goals. Matt, on the other hand, struggled to keep up. He fumbled with the ball, missed passes, and seemed out of rhythm. Still, everyone enjoyed the game, laughing and cheering until the sun went down. That evening, David ran home excitedly to his father. "Dad, I played soccer with Matt today. What's the first lesson?" His father smiled knowingly. "Tell me, how did the game go?" David proudly explained how he scored 3 goals, while Matt wasn't very good at soccer. His father nodded thoughtfully and said, "See, David, Matt may not be good at soccer, but he's great at math. Just like you might struggle in math, but shine on the field. Everyone is different, and that's what makes life beautiful. We all have our own strengths and passions." David felt a wave of realization. For the first time, he understood that everyone doesn't need to be good at the same thing. Still curious, he asked, "What's the second lesson, Dad?" His father replied, "Tomorrow, I want you to observe Matt closely at school. Watch how often he uses numbers or works with math." The next day, David kept an eye on Matt. He noticed that Matt was constantly counting, solving puzzles, calculating change during recess, even counting flower petals from a nearby plant. That evening, David shared his observations. "Dad, Matt was doing math all day. He was counting, solving problems, even playing with numbers for fun." His father smiled. "And that, my boy, is your second lesson. Matt is good at math because he enjoys it, and he practices often." If you want to get better at something, you must practice regularly. It doesn't have to feel like work. You can start small, like counting flower petals, if that's what helps. David nodded, a spark of understanding lighting up in his eyes. He realized that with consistency and practice, anything was possible. Without wasting a second, he asked eagerly, "What about the third lesson?" His father thought for a moment and said, "For the last lesson, tell me, how much better do you think Matt is at math than you?" David hesitated, then replied, "Maybe 3 times better?" His father smiled. "Then tomorrow, I want you to study math 3 times harder." David swallowed nervously, but nodded with determination. The next day, he sat at his desk right after school. 1 hour passed, then 2, then 3. His head began to ache. His eyes grew heavy, and before long, he fell asleep over his notebook. Later, his father gently tapped his shoulder. "Wake up, son. Dinner's ready. Meet me in the garden after you eat." Feeling disappointed, David met his father with his head hung low. "I'm sorry, Dad. I couldn't finish. I tried so hard, but my head hurt and I fell asleep." His father placed a comforting hand on his shoulder and said softly, "That's what happens when you try to master something you don't enjoy. Discipline and consistency become difficult, but when you love what you're learning, those same things feel light and natural, just like soccer does for you." After a pause, he added with a wise smile, "So, if you want to be truly good at something, either study what you love or learn to love what you study." David looked up, his heart full of admiration. He promised himself to remember his father's words forever. And so, today we learned that every one of us has unique strengths, and with the right mindset and steady practice, we can all achieve greatness. Remember, learning English, or anything in life, can be fun when you do it consistently and with love. So keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing. Don't forget to like, comment, and share how this story helped you improve your English. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.